waste what's left. The storms we chase are leading us, and love is all we'll ever trust. Yeah, no, I don't wanna waste what's left. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, till my shadow turns to sun rays. And on we'll go, through the wastelands, through the highways, and on we'll go.
And we're back with episode 7, the final episode of Back to the Future, the game. Anyways, let's get into the game, because so much to do and so little time to do so. Alright, last episode, we finished up Double Visions, in-game episode 4, and then we started Out of Time, in-game episode 5. We got, I'm assuming, maybe halfway through in-game episode 5. So anyways, let's finally finish this story once and for all. As for where we're at, I believe we are at the expo, and I think we just got young Doc back. And oh, that's right, and then the father came in. Okay. So now we have to deal with the father.
You don't think you can shelter him?
Come on, Mr. Judge, sir. You're kind of making a scene here.
Wrong. I am stopping my son from making a scene here.
Don't antagonize him.
Well, if you're not going to say anything...
So he is up there with you.
Thanks a lot.
Son, I order you to come down from there this second. Fear! I want to speak to my son.
Emmett's not ready to talk to you directly.
Oh, God. I suppose you're his mouthpiece.
I guess so, yeah.
Oops. Hang on. BRB, I gotta fix something on my TV. Okay, sorry about that.
You can't talk him out of it. His mind is made up.
So, if talking won't work, there's always threshing.
If I can say so, sir, the problem is you're coming on too strong. You intimidate him.
I don't intimidate him enough. That's the problem.
Can't you two have it out later?
You mean after he's gone through with this ridiculous stunt?
Yeah?
No!
This guy is mentally messed up in the head.
Stay right there.
I'm not going anywhere. I'm counting to 4. Ein, zwei, drei.
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
so what's your plan?
I just stand here like this indefinitely. After a few centuries, the process of petrification will set in, and that'll be that.
Okay, that is a plan. Maybe he'll give you a fair chance to explain yourself. He is a judge, after all.
Yes, a judge who's already passed sentence. He won't listen to me. He never has.
I'll be right back.
So, is your client prepared to make a statement?
He says it's no use talking to you. You never listen?
That only shows how pig-headed he is. Of course I'll listen. If he can justify his craziness, I'll be only too happy to indulge it.
Stay right there.
You dare to disobey a direct order?
Emmett,
I'm not talking to him. There's no point.
you heard him. He said he'll listen to you.
Well,
At least give it a shot.
Father,
Son?
you've never understood the first thing about me. All you want to do is step on me, squelch my natural instincts. You don't know what it's like to be
What's
young.
understand?
You don't know what it's
You're
like
a
to
big,
have
overgrown
dreams, to have
baby who
ambitions
wants
so
everything
great
his
and
own
so
way.
powerful that they've
Scratched
got a
you.
life
I
of their
should have
own.
scratched you
And it's
instead of
all
letting
you
your
can do
mother
to hang
indulge
on for
every
dear
one of
life
your
while they
fucking
gallop
whims.
on where they
Then
must.
don't
This
chalk it up
is
there, you
America,
nigger.
Pop.
If
And
I
in
was like that
America,
at
a
your age,
person
my
doesn't
father would have
have
given
to
me
do
a
what his
sound
father
thrashing.
did.
And
Isn't
good
that
for
why
him.
you came to America? To live where there wouldn't be so many rules? Well, we talked. Are you happy?
Okay, I really don't like this father, and he should not be a judge. If he believes what Emmett just said, which is that this father believes that the son has to, no matter what, take up the same position, not position, job type, profession, that's it, profession, the same profession as the father. Because that is crap. That is total crap. Who should we talk to? Wait, is there anything else going on here? No, it's just between those two.
Emmett?
Here to play peacemaker again, Pollyanna?
I don't know. I think you two are on the verge of a breakthrough. Okay, so he's got a strong personality.
Strong personality. Lord save us from strong fathers. Why couldn't I have been born to a nice, wimpy milquetoast?
Yeah, well, that's no picnic either. The important thing is, fathers can change.
Says you.
Deep down, he's just worried about you hurting yourself.
No amount of physical pain could equal the pain he's already inflicted to my spirit.
Please, you gotta get out of Emmett's way.
I have yet to hear a compelling or even coherent reason why.
See, Your Honor, it's just that this demo is so important to Emmett.
A childish kerfuffle. He'll forget all about it in 2 weeks' time.
That's what I'm afraid of.
No, this loser would forget about it in 2 weeks' time. Actually, no, he'd forget about it in like a week.
Emmett's just...
Stubborn, willful, single-minded, incorrigible, and obsessed.
Okay, but if you look at it from the right angle, those traits are kinda... good.
That may be your angle, Sonny, but I'm not so sure it's the right one. Make no mistake, those are traits that lead to trouble. He gets them from his mother.
Look, Your Honor, you don't see it, but there's an awful lot riding on Emmett's demonstration.
All the more reason why I've got to put a stop to it. Look me in the eyes, young man. I expect you know my son pretty well by now. Do you seriously think his exhibition is going to be a success?
Sure, sure it will.
Ha! You know as well as I how it'll end. Disaster!
Maybe, maybe not, but even if it does, I mean, isn't Emmett entitled to make a few mistakes?
Emmett has exceeded his quota for one lifetime. It's my job as his father to see to it there are no more mistakes.
Emmett's just trying to make a name for himself. Maybe things were different when you were a kid, but nowadays you gotta take chances.
What do you know about taking chances? Try moving to a strange country where you don't speak the language. There's only $2 to your name.
You?
You bet your socks, me! And I made out all right, too.
How'd your dad feel about it at the time?
Papa? He was fit to be tied. He called me a disobedient little...
So your father didn't approve of you coming to America?
Well, Papa never really understood the younger generation. He came around a bit in the end, but by then it was too late to. Tell him I'll listen to him. I want to listen to him. If he wants to talk.
Emmett? He says you get your stubbornness from your mother.
Well, that's the limit. He's not satisfied with insulting me. He's got to drag my mother through the dirt, too. Mother isn't at all like me. She's gentle and sweet and endlessly patient. If anything, I'm more like... Oh, skip it.
You were starting to say that you're like...
Skip it.
Can it be that you and your dad?
No, next subject.
Emmett, stop being a dope. You've got your pride, okay, I get it. And so does he, but what's the harm in trying to make peace with the guy? He's your family, and family's important. Sometimes it's, well, even more important than we realize.
May I come up?
So, you think my new invention is a disaster waiting to happen?
Yes, I do. And I'm here to say, if any son of mine is going to make of himself a public disaster, I insist on being there to support him.
Pop! You're gonna change your tune once you see this baby go airborne. You see, the force field generated by the static accumulator... Marty, give Trixie the signal. We're ready for liftoff.
Oh, good. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you for bearing with us through that unavoidable delay. And now the Hill Valley Expo is pleased as punch to present Mr. Emmett Brown and his electrokinetic levitator.
Hey, stop! Get back here!
Are you okay?
I thought I could change her. Things could be different.
Forget about it. Come on. We gotta find a way to stop her before...
No, don't come any closer.
Doc!
Go away!
But...
Move! Marty!
Oh my God! Doc! Say something.
Chromium, lithium, potassium, iridium, titanium, ruthenium,
I'll get help.
newspaper.
What? You mean... Gonna get you to a hospital, Doc. You're gonna be okay.
Yes. Oh, I think I am going to be okay, Marty.
No, come on, Doc. Doc, don't do this. Don't go. Doc, come back. Doc?
Marty, have you been out here the whole time?
Emmett, is it over already?
Oh, it's over all right. You missed a very wild party. I'm afraid I've been banned from the expo for the next 50 years. And if I were you, I wouldn't go back in either. At least not until all the broken glass is swept up. Oh, what was I thinking? Naturally, the ionic wind generated by an electromagnet of that size is going to play havoc with a merely mechanical steering mechanism. We need a much more advanced control system. I wonder if we could find a way to translate the body's own gravitational field into electrokinetic force. One might be able to direct the ionic current simply by shifting one's weight. Oh, great Scott, that's it!
What about your father?
Oh, yes, I suppose I should wait for him to finish dealing with the officials. I can't say he was exactly thrilled with the unexpected turn my demonstration took. But you heard him in there. He understands that a life of science has its ups and downs. The way I see it, it's those little mistakes along the way that advance us along the pathway of knowledge. Come on, there's no time to lose. Let's get back to the lab and... I'm sorry. Is something wrong?
It's a long story. Let's just say I lost somebody.
Oh, how sad. Anyone I know?
No, nobody here knew him. He was a complete stranger to this world.
I know the feeling. Sounds like a man after my own heart. Then it is someone I know.
Yeah, no, forget it. It's got nothing to do with you. What?
You're a complete mystery to me, Marty. Where you come from, what you're doing here. But there's one thing I do know. Whatever it is, it does have something to do with me.
Please, Emmett, don't ask any...
What's this? Come on, let me see. I deserve an explanation.
Okay, here goes.
What's that?
An explanation. But you've got to promise me, don't look at it until you get the key to the city.
Huh?
Emmett!
Just promise.
Emmett! Where are you, my son?
I'll be right there, Pop. Key to the city? I don't understand.
And you can understand. Not for a long time. It would do irreparable damage to something. Just say you promise.
Okay, I promise. Wait. I will see you again, right?
Guarantee it.
Emmett!
Yeah, it worked.
So, you were the same Marty. Funny how memory can play tricks on a person. I remembered you being much taller.
How was the ceremony?
Long. You've got a theatrical way of sending messages.
Only way I could do it without messing up your timeline.
Very clever. But what are you doing in 1931?
I came to make sure you stayed on the path of science.
As opposed to what? The dog food business?
Politics.
Politics? That doesn't sound like me.
It wasn't.
Never mind, it's better I don't know. Let's just get back to 1986. That is, unless your presence has caused any other time anomalies.
Me? Nah, no. Well, I'm still a little confused about my...
Where is he? Where's that no-good son of mine? He's not worthy of the McFly name. You see my Artie anywhere?
Artie McFly?
That's the one. Just got a call from Melvin at the city records office. He tells me the dad-blamed fool's gone and got himself hitched to a Canadian floozy. Can you believe it?
Hitched?
Married. I swear, that boy's gonna put his papa in a little grave.
So that's how she got her job back. Ah, he's married the wrong grandma. I mean, Trixie's not my grandma. And if she's not my grandma, I'm not me. Wait, that was great-grandpa Willie. I met him when he was a baby. He peed on me. Holy crap, Doc, I'm gonna disappear again.
Calm down, Marty. You seem reasonably solid right now. Whatever the problem is, I'm sure we can undo it with the help of...
Car!
Oh, great.
How the hell did she get back here?
She?
You? You're not Edna. What's going on here? Is this some plot to put me in the nut house?
No, it's all very simple, Danny.
Oh, I'm sure it is. Tell me, did I or did I not just chase Edna Strickland off in this car?
Not this exact car, but a car just like it.
A car with a nasty habit of disappearing into thin air?
Well...
Wait! Edna Strickland just disappeared in the DeLorean?
If that's what you call it. It made a loud noise, and then wham! Nothing!
Great Scott! Marty, do you have any notion what date she might have jumped to?
None at all, Doc. See, that DeLorean's time circuits are out of whack. They could jump to any date at all.
Oh, this is bad. This is very bad. Let's just hope she jumped into the future. The far future. If she's jumped into the past...
You think she might mess up the time stream? Wait a minute. This is Edna. Of course she would mess up the time stream.
Guys, you mind telling me what the hell you're...
Uh-oh. Doc? Did we just leave Hill Valley?
No, I believe Hill Valley just left us.
How?
Something must have happened to it. A long time ago.
Well, now you two look mighty lost. Hey, what on earth is that thing?
It's an experimental vehicle. Pay it no mind.
Look, maybe you can help us. Where exactly are we? We're a little lost.
Furthest point of my rounds, that's where you are. About 25 miles outside of Hayesville. Take a wrong turn, did you?
In a manner of speaking.
Tell us. We're looking for Hill Valley.
Well, which is it, a hill or a valley?
No, it's a town. It's a town called Hill Valley.
Hill Valley, a town? Say, I think I once heard that there was a town here a long time ago. Don't know much about it, though.
Just as I suspected.
When did Hill Valley go away?
Oh, heck, I don't know. That was all before I was born.
Then whatever it was must have happened at least 45 years ago.
Nobody much cares to settle around here nowadays. My dad tried to buy a farm in this area years ago, but he got run off by Scary Mary.
Scary Mary?
Well, that's what we all call her. Lives a couple miles from here. I make a monthly drop at her place. She's a fiend for news. Takes all the papers in the county, never throws one away. Say, if there's anybody who can tell you what happened to Hill Valley, it's her.
Can you direct us to her?
It's imperative that we talk to her.
Sorry, fellas, but I'm pretty sure she won't talk to you.
Well, Edna will talk to us, because we'll force her.
I think she'll talk to me. I'm pretty good with women.
The thing of it is, guys, Mary's older than dirt, but she's also a little tetched, if you catch my drift. She doesn't like strangers.
I'm sure we can handle her.
We'll be very polite. Please, we gotta see her.
Well, okay, if you insist. Take a right turn just after the bridge, then follow the wheel ruts till they come to an end. You'll have to go the last quarter mile on foot. Good luck, and don't say I didn't warn you. I got a notion I'll be kicking myself for sending you up there.
Can I drive?
Mary Pickford.
An old saloon sign. Cool. Too bad it's all burnt. Doc, it's a...
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
Look!
Shh.
Mary Pickford. A blacksmith sign. I wonder if it's from Doc's old shop.
Where did he fit that at?
What do you see?
This vehicle has sustained some serious damage.
Way to stay focused, Doc. Look!
Shh.
What do you see?
This vehicle has sustained some serious damage.
Way to stay focused, Doc. Look!
Shh.
I'm guessing this mop doesn't get much use. Look!
Shh.
Oh, the frisbee! The pie pan there, that's a reference to Back to the Future Part 3.
Look!
Shh.
The top of a mop. I could flop it on a cop. I could swap it for a top. I think I'll stop. It looks like Doc's old sign, but I guess it couldn't be. It's an old saloon sign. Looks like it's been through a few bar fights. Nah. Look!
Shh.
I don't think so. Look!
Shh.
Maybe not. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that...
Step away from the cabin!
Pardon us for intruding, madam. We were wondering if you could tell us...
I don't talk to hooligans!
Not a very friendly sort.
Doc, that was Edna.
Edna Strickland? Impossible.
This is how she was when I first met her. I had to... Listen, just leave it to me.
Okay, you think you know how to handle her. Just remember, we need to know what happened to Hill Valley, and just as importantly, the precise time when it happened.
I'm sure I can get her to talk to me.
Then what are you waiting for? Knock on the door.
Look!
Shh.
Hey, Miss Strick...
Who are you?
Marty McFly.
That's a foolish name, and I make it a rule not to talk to strangers with foolish names.
But we're not strangers.
How do I know you?
I saved your life once, a long time ago, remember? Kid Tannen had you tied up.
Listen, Sonny, I'm an easygoing woman, but I got a few rules I live by. And rule number 1 is, I never, ever talk about the past! Or the future, neither. I don't talk about any day but today.
I guess that didn't go so well.
Of course she doesn't talk about the past, because there's something in her past she's trying to forget. But we're gonna pry it out of her. Go ahead, knock on the door again.
What?
It's me again, your old friend.
How do I know you?
We spent the day together.
We did? Where?
At the expo.
That's crazy. I've been here all... What day is it?
Tuesday, October 13th, 1931.
October 13th, 1931. October 13th. Something funny about that date. Well, what are you here for?
Listen, lady, you've got to tell us where Hill Valley went.
Hill Valley? You're standing in Hill Valley. Population 1.
You know there's supposed to be a town here today, right?
Might be there was a town once long ago, or might be it was in the future. How many times I gotta tell ya, I don't talk about any time but today!
You see that car over there? You stole that from Carl Sagan, and you time jumped into the past.
Me? Steal a car? You got a lot of nerve, Sonny. Everyone in town knows that Mary Pickford's the most law-abiding citizen that Hill Valley's ever had. And I don't give a fig about the past.
Come on, Miss Strickland.
Miss who?
Strickland. You're Edna Strickland.
Take a look at the mailbox, Sonny. Name's Pickford. Mary Pickford. And it has been for as long as I care to remember. And like I told you, I don't care to remember!
I brought something for you.
What is it? Let me see.
I brought you this.
I ain't interested in flowers.
But wait till you hear.
And I especially ain't interested in talking flowers. Put 'em away.
You've got a nice cactus here.
Quit beating around the bush.
Not sure what that... Not sure what that... I brought you this.
Already got one.
I brought you this.
Already got one.
We must have brought something Edna wants.
Don't look at me. I didn't bring anything but myself.
I brought you these tickets to the expo.
What expo?
The expo you left when you swiped the DeLorean and jumped back in time.
messing with my brain. I don't know nothing about time travel, and I never did. And what's more, I never talk about the past.
I brought you him.
Him? Who him? Him who?
Look hard. Don't tell me you don't recognize your own boyfriend.
My boyfriend?
Yeah, he's all grown up.
Come closer, fella.
Marty, what am I supposed to do?
Trust me, Doc. Just go with it.
It can't be. Emmett!
Yes, Edna. It's me.
It is. It's October 13th, 1931. Oh, and you are Emmett. Emmett. How did I get so turned around? Have I been dreaming? Well, stay there.
It's a classic case of repressed memory syndrome. Once the mental dam is broken, the subject is immediately plunged into the midst of the very scenes she's trying to forget.
Darling, you've come back. Of course I knew you would. An intelligent boy like you wouldn't be one to throw away true love all because of a silly quarrel. I've already forgotten about last night's little tiff. I trust you've done the same?
Of course I have.
Of course I have. What?
Schnookums.
Schnookums.
You're sweet. But you're still keeping company with this Smirnoff character. I insist you drop him. He's a bad influence. And you've got to stop working on that dangerous electrokinetic what's-this.
Okay.
I suppose now you're miffed with me for forcing Detective Parker to close your booth down. Bitter medicine for you, I know, but I had to do it. And Parker had no choice but to obey my orders. He knows that my opinion carries a lot of weight in Hill Valley, and he'd never... Parker would never... Oh...
What is it?
I don't know. Something about Detective Parker. Something that happened to me on October 13th. What could it be?
Can you jog her memory? If we can keep her mind in the past, we may get the full story of Hill Valley's premature destruction.
This hat doesn't frame her face very well. Edna's hat. I think her fashion sense has gone by the wayside. Not bad. Help me out here, Danny.
Don't talk to him. I won't have you spreading stories about me.
Edna's grandfather, Marshall Strickland. That's the same picture I saw in Edna's apartment, way back, in the future. I hate to see it like this. Mary Pickford. Now where would she pick up a fake name like that? I wonder what's cooking. Yeah, I can wait.
upset her, Marty.
I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things. Not sure what that...
Oh, get out! Get out! Get out!
Don't upset her, Marty.
Sorry. Talk about a watering hole. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Yeah, I can wait. Not sure what that... 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 Not sure what that...
You know, I don't think I ever asked you why you burned down all those speakeasies.
Why? Because no one else was doing anything about them.
No! Turn it off, you imbecile! If Parker hears that, he'll... Officer, I can explain. It was a trick. I was framed. Oh, he's after me! Ha! He'll never catch me in this souped-up car of the future. Curses! I can't shake him. Well, no use in holding back now. Let's see what this baby can do. And here it comes!
Yes?
Here what comes?
I don't know. Something really unexpected is supposed to happen right about now, but I'm not sure what. Oh, come to think of it, how can I be expecting something unexpected? Oh, what's going on?
Quick, Marty. We've got to find a way to push the story along before she snaps out of her reverie.
Not sure what that...
I guess this isn't the right time to be burning things. Ouch!
Not sure what that... Can't you move a little faster, Danny?
You'll never catch me in this car. It's about to do something unbelievable.
Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that... Not sure what that...
Here they come! The lights! I'm being transported!
Where?
Back! Back! To the past!
What do you see?
Hill Valley! But it's all different. It's so small and primitive. Heavens! Can it be? It is!
Is what?
Grandfather! Big as life!
Marshal James Strickland came to Hill Valley in 1869, shot by...
I know, Doc. We met him in 1885. Remember?
No! I must be mistaken. Grandfather didn't look like that. That man is an imposter! I'm not even sure it is a man! This is all very confusing. Where am I? Why am I thinking about the past? Get off my lawn, you kids!
Better find a way to bring back Marshal Strickland, quick! We've got to bring this story to a climax.
Oh, Grandfather, how well you look. How well everything looks.
How does everything look? Tell me.
It's a bit rustic, to be sure, but all the buildings are so sturdy and well kept. And the young people of Hill Valley, they're so virtuous and upright. So unlike the degenerate specimens from the 20th century. And I know the reason why.
Why?
They haven't yet fallen prey to the vices of booze and debauchery. They are still in a state of innocence. I think I could learn to like living here. But who's this?
Who?
This big lout swaggering up the street, lips curled in an insolent sneer. He's a newcomer to Hill Valley. Beauregard. Beauregard...
Tannen.
Yes!
Good guess.
Look at him, acting like a big shot, throwing his money around. Stolen money, no doubt. Why can't they see through him? The two-bit phony! And now his plan becomes clear. He's bought a plot of land in town. He's going to put up a
what?
I don't know. It's something I don't like. Something evil. A saloon? In Hill Valley? Oh, he can't do that! Grandpa, you can't let him do it! You can't let that snake ruin paradise! Well, if they're all too blind to stop him, I'll just have to take the law into my own hands. I'll make sure this sinful establishment never opens its doors. I don't know what I'll do, but I'll do something. Something very conclusive. Young man, you've just given me an idea. First, we'll need some kerosene. Apply it liberally to the building site. No sense in being parsimonious. And now, watch. Isn't it beautiful? The devil's handiwork consumed by the fires of righteousness! Burn, you sucker, burn!
She was never this passionate when we were dating.
Oh.
What is it, Edna? Is it the fire?
Turn away! Don't look!
It's not staying in the saloon, is it? It's spreading to the other buildings in Hill Valley.
My intentions were pure. It wasn't supposed to happen like this.
But it did happen like this, and you've been repressing it all these years because you can't stand to admit that you're
A hooligan! I'm a hooligan!
Did I lay it on too thick?
Here's the story. Black and white and red all over.
Hill Valley destroyed by fire started approximately 2 a.m., July 17th, 1876.
Of course, I'm not the real criminal in this story, am I, Mr. Sagan? You set me up for a fall. You and Smirnoff. You made me steal your infernal car. You made me burn down Hill Valley. And now, by the powers invested in me by the town of Hill Valley, I hereby sentence you two criminals to... You! How much have you heard?
Enough for a month's worth of headlines in a Hayesville Herald. 2 months worth if you shoot those fellas.
I could shoot you too, you know.
But you won't, because that would be against the law. And you never break the law, right? This is your cue to skedaddle.
Right.
Much obliged. There's Beauregard Tannen's half-finished saloon. Sometime during the next hour, Edna's going to light it on fire and accidentally burn down Hill Valley.
I wonder where her DeLorean is.
We'll find it later. Right now, we've got to stop that fire. I'll go around back. You go through the front.
Got it. I think I liked it better on the outhouse.
Oops.
I'd better not get too close. I'd better not get too close. Not sure what that...
For a second, I was thinking to put that over the sign, so then she would think that this is not the saloon.
Who's there?
Edna, stop. It's just me.
Mr. Sagan, what are you doing here?
I was gonna ask you the same question, Miss Pickford.
Isn't it obvious? I'm putting an end to your den of iniquity before it starts.
I don't think so, Mary. I don't like shooting women, but no one comes between Beauregard v. Tannen and his livelihood.
Tannen, stop! You shoot her, she'll drop the torch, and this whole place will burn up. Edna, stop! If you drop that torch, he'll shoot us!
Looks like we're at something of a standoff here, Mr. Tannen.
I don't see a way out, unless somebody manages to disarm both of you at the same time.
How the hell am I supposed to do that?
Was that a mouse?
What's the matter, Miss Pickford? Scared of a little mouse?
No, but you should be scared. Mice carry diseases. It's a fact. Look it up.
Dolores Miskin?
Wait, what?
Dolores Miskin?
Dolores? I don't know that name.
Maybe I could jump him. If I had a gun, I could probably outdraw Tannen, but I don't.
What kind of odds would you give me that I can disarm you and douse...
Oops. Oh, I did not mean to cut him off like that.
Not sure what that...
Okay. Wanted to see if there was any way we could prop it, but I guess not.
Why are you so hellfire determined to meddle in my affairs, woman? You've been a-burring my behind for over a month now.
You're the source of the hellfire around here, Tannen. I'm just fanning the flames a little.
Lady, I'm just giving the hard-working folk of Hill Valley a place to play some cards, look at some dancing girls, and knock back a few drinks.
Exactly.
Pickle juice. That ought to be handy for putting out torches. It's too heavy to lift. I wonder what's in these. Oh, stop! Quiet! God.
What the hell? Oh, cow crap! There goes all my pickled pig's feet!
Man, this thing is not light.
Say, that's a lovely chandelier you've got there, Tannen. Is it French?
French? Nah, I got it off a wagon that had the misfortune of being robbed the week before I struck it rich in Nevada City.
It's right over his head, but I can't knock him out while Edna's still holding that torch. I can't reach it, and even if I could knock it down, Edna'd be free to torch the place.
Why are you dressed like that?
I wasn't planning on visiting the 19th century today.
And I wasn't planning on shooting a couple of lunatics today. Guess life's full of surprises, ain't it?
Going down.
Looks like your torch is getting a little dim there, Miss Pickford.
It's still hot enough to bring down this little bit of Gomorrah, Tannen.
All right, physics.
What was that noise?
What noise? I didn't hear a noise.
Okay, that was lucky.
Won't be long now.
We'll just see.
Maybe we can come to a more peaceable solution, Mr. Tannen.
Keep your distance, fancy pants. I don't know you from Adam, but that won't stop me from putting you in a box next to your crazy girlfriend.
I'm not his girlfriend.
Ha!
Come on.
Got any last words?
I'll see you in hell, Tannen.
You first, lady.
on, you son of a...
Who the hell are you?
I'm the diversion, butthead. Nice one, Doc.
Don't tell Clara. She thinks fisticuffs set a bad example for the boys. Now, where's Edna?
Doc, she's gone. Edna's DeLorean.
We've got to stop her before she hits 88 miles per hour. Come on!
Okay, nothing to be worried about. You're a smart woman with a strong moral compass. You just need to think your way out of it. Oh, fudge!
What's she doing?
I think she's spouting euphemisms at us. Luckily, the road out of Hill Valley is still pretty rough in 1875. It's unlikely she'll manage to accelerate 88 miles an hour anytime soon.
How are we gonna stop her?
Good question. We can't risk injuring her or damaging the vehicle for fear of altering the timeline even further. Luckily, those diagnostic lights my alternate self put all over her DeLorean have given me an idea. Here, take these.
What are these?
Flux synchronization buttons.
How do they work?
I generally use them for maintenance purposes. We might be able to use them to sync up with alternate noise diagnostic modules, thus making it possible to read both sets of time streams and override the time and destination of the alternate DeLorean. At least that's the theory.
That's a great plan, I think.
Best of all, we won't need to weld the modules to the frame. Just snap them over the diagnostic lights.
Wait a minute, Doc. You want me to go out there? How the heck am I supposed to do that?
Good question. Aha!
A hoverboard!
Saved our hides a few times before, so it seemed like the appropriate tool to bring along for the job.
Sweet!
You okay?
It's just like riding a bike.
Ready to make the jump?
Ready, Doc.
1, 2, 3, jump!
Whoa!
Nice form, Marty. How's the reception on the wireless?
Great. Where'd you get these?
From Bird's Cache, a 21st century video game console. Now remember, all you've got to do is attach the flux sync modules to those diagnostic lights.
Will do, Doc. Mr. Fusion, should I disable it?
Leave it alone. It's not a good idea to monkey with nuclear reactors.
Is that one of the flux emitters?
Yes, now plug in the flux sync.
It's locked!
Oh! Get off! Oh! Get off!
I can't sneak past the rearview mirror.
It's locked! Is this the starboard flux emitter?
Yes, now plug in the flux sync.
It's always a good idea to keep a few flux override modules in the trunk for situations like this. All right!
Nicely done. Now, aim the sync toward the receiving dish.
I'll try, but it's getting a little bumpy out here. I already put a flux override here.
Great, that's one flux sync down. 2 to go.
reach it from here.
Just have to climb onto the top.
Not sure what that... It's one of the flux emitters. Mr. Fusion! It's one of the flux emitters. I can't reach it from here. It's locked.
Oh! Get off!
I can't sneak past the rearview mirror.
Don't cross those flames, they may be radioactive.
I don't even like crossing through normal flames. Mr. Fusion's belching flames.
Yes, that's unfortunate. I'd stay out of them if I were you.
Not sure what that...
Marty!
I'm okay. It's one of the flux emitters. I better not touch it now that it's synced. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... It's one of the flux emitters. I can't reach it from here.
Just have to climb onto the top.
I already put a flux override here. I can't talk to her from here.
Careful, Marty!
Don't worry, I got it. Not sure what that... Not sure what that... This windshield wiper sure came off easy. I thought DeLoreans were put together better than that.
Nice work, Marty.
with that. Not sure what that. Not sure what that. Not sure what that. Not sure what that. It's locked.
Wait, what?
Excellent. Now let's get that flexible right mouse wall before she starts making life difficult.
She's been making it easy up till now?
Well, here goes nothing, Doc. Whoa!
Perfect. Now, aim the fuck thing towards the receiving dish on my DeLorean.
Receiving dish. Check.
Okay, I'm confused. I did this earlier and it didn't work.
We're almost home, Marty. Just one fuck thing left.
Get off my car, you hooligan!
It's locked. Edna,
What?
let me in.
You want in? Fine!
Ah!
Marty, are you all right?
Not really.
What?
Pull over.
No!
Whoa.
Excellent, Marty. Now that you're on top of the DeLorean, attach the fuck thing to the overhead plug emitter.
It's great, Doc. Ha!
Nicely done. Now, aim the thing toward the receiving dish. That's it. Get out of there, Marty.
Phew.
DeLorean with the flux synchronizers, and that's strange.
What?
According to these readings, the temporal cohesion of Edna's DeLorean is decaying at an alarming rate.
English, Doc.
We've got to get Edna home, now! Hold on!
Parker? Then I must be back in... Would you be kind enough to tell me what day it is?
It's the day I place you under arrest for arson, resisting arrest, and being a general all-round pain in the ass.
No! You can't arrest me. Not now. I just got back from the last century.
Would you look at that? Edna Strickland, drunk as a skunk.
I'm not drunk, you reprobate. I'm a time traveler.
Sure you are.
Oh, I'm loving this.
I'll prove it to you. Come with me. We can do the whole day over if you want. We can fix everything.
We can start by drying you out. Come on, into the station with you.
You can bunk with me, doll.
I'd rather die. Stop it! Unhand me, you dolt!
Well, I guess that's it for Edna.
Yes, I suppose it is. You know, whoever said time heals all wounds didn't know squat about time travel.
What do we do about that, DeLorean?
No need to do a thing. Ever since we synced up the time circuits, the temporal breakdown in Edna's DeLorean has accelerated at an exponential rate. By my calculations, the timeline should catch up with it in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, now!
What the hell? Hey, Parker, you're not gonna believe this.
See? What did I say? Ready to go home?
Wait, Doc, the timeline's not fixed yet. Look.
Sonny! You missed all the fireworks at the expo.
Yeah, so I heard. Listen, I heard a rumor about you two.
I guess we gotta come clean. Ta-da! Artie took me to Reno last night.
Try to keep a secret in Hill Valley.
Well, you gonna congratulate us or what?
And it's true. My grandpa's married the wrong grandma. I'm done for.
Hey, are you feeling all right, kid? You don't look so hot.
Artie, you can't do this. You're not supposed to get married for another 5 years.
Well, I know Trixie and I were taking things slow.
But after that witch Edna got me fired with that postcard, we kind of accelerated things a little.
The postcard? Oh, man. This just isn't right.
Now, I know marrying a Canadian for a work permit isn't strictly by the book, but hey, sometimes you gotta go out on a limb for the ones you love.
Isn't he just the sweetest?
Can you see through me?
Nope, never could figure you out. I thought you'd be thrilled for us.
You don't understand. You're supposed to marry Sylvia Miskin.
But I did marry Sylvia Miskin.
What?
You didn't think my real name was Trixie Trotter, did ya?
Don't feel too bad. It was kind of a surprise to me, too.
Wait a minute, you're Grandma Sylvie?
Grandma? Hey, how old do you think I am, kiddo?
But you're so skinny and blonde and... Huh.
Yeah,
You know,
it's
I
amazing
think
what
Oh my God.
she'll do for
I've
ya.
seen you naked. You're Sylvia?
You okay, pal?
Yeah, I'm fine. Great. You kids go off and have yourself a wonderful honeymoon. And don't worry about your dad, Artie. I'm sure he'll come around.
Come around to what?
To approving your marriage. You seem kind of mad about it back at the high school.
Well, that was before I got a look at her. Besides, as my dear old father Seamus used to say, no sense in getting riled up over something I can't do nothing about. And honestly, now that I met her, I can't imagine a better daughter-in-law than the charming Miss Sylvie here.
Aw, thank you, Dad.
As for you, stranger, I'll thank you to not go poking your nose in McFly family business.
It's been a pleasure, Agent Crockett.
See you in the funny paper, Sonny.
Goodbye, Grandma.
You know, I took some pictures of Trixie in 1931.
Hey, that's my grandma you're talking about.
Here we are, back in good old 1986.
May 14th?
15th. Best to build in a little lag time. Gives you a chance to catch up.
Looks like the estate sale is still going on. Hey, don't you want to stay, Doc? You gotta stop the bank from selling off all your old stuff.
What are you talking about? Estate sale? Bank? I'm not dead, Marty. Clara and I are having a little garage sale, that's all.
Garage sale? You mean...
Marty, you're back from your trip. Hello, Doc. Selling off the family treasures, eh?
Not quite, but I hope you find something you like.
Speaking of which, did you find what you were looking for?
Yeah, I sure did.
Great! Hey, is that a box of Asimov?
Let me get this straight. Are you telling me you live here now? In 1986?
Well, naturally. Claire and I maintain a part-time residence here. Wasn't that the case when you left?
No.
Strange. I can't imagine not sticking around. After all, I've got my late father's foundation to supervise. If I wasn't here, who'd present the annual Earhart Brown Scholarship for Young Scientists? Something funny?
I'll explain it to you later.
I don't see what's so funny about looking after a family legacy. Oh, almost forgot. I've got something for you. Happy graduation.
Graduation? But that's not for another... The McFlys of Hill Valley.
An exhaustively detailed history of your family, from your great-great-grandfather Seamus to the present.
You traveled through time to write this?
Well, most of the research was done traditionally, but your grandma Sylvia proved to be something of a mystery.
Which is why you traveled back to 1931, to look for her.
Exactly. Who knew she was singing in a speakeasy under a stage name?
This is great, Doc. Thanks.
It's the least I could do for the man who saved me from making the worst mistake of my life.
Yoo-hoo! Dr. Brown!
Edna?
Einie!
What's going on? What are you doing with my dog?
The same thing I do every afternoon, silly man. Giving him such much-needed exercise. Isn't that right, Einstein?
Hey, Dollface, it's past time for our 3:30.
Coming, sweetie! Oh, Mr. McFly, have you seen my stepson anywhere?
Oh, Biff! I think you're late for an appointment.
Oh, well, gosh. You're right, Mr. McFly. Hi, Marty.
Don't they make a great little family? You'd never know they met in prison.
Don't say anything. Let's just walk quietly into the lab and hope there are no more surprises.
Doc!
Marty! What are you doing here?
You gotta come with me. Back to the future.
Marty, you can't be here. If your younger self sees you, the consequences could be catastrophic.
My younger self? Oh, right. Bring him along, too. This concerns all of us.
What do you mean? Does something happen to us?
Do we turn into assholes or something?
Nah, we're fine. But our great-great-grandkids?
What the hell?
Great Scott!
Doc, you gotta come back with me. Don't listen to him, Doc. It's me you gotta help. If you want to save Jennifer and our 12 kids.
What?
That timeline was overwritten 5 jumps back.
Doc,
Jennifer's out of
how can there be 2 more of me here?
I have no idea. By all rights, a space-time continuum should be tearing apart like a cheap dish rag right now.
It already is. What my evil twin and I are trying to say is the future is totally jacked up, and you gotta come with me to save it. No, me! So, we meet at last. You've altered my timeline once too often.
What's going on, Doc?
Well, we do seem to have a conundrum on our hands. Or 3.
Yeah, Doc, but which one is the real me?
Isn't it obvious, Marty? Come on.
Prepare to be erased. Doc, wait! What about the space-time continuum? Yeah, what about my future? And mine?
The future can wait. We've got a present to catch up with.
Where to, Doc?
Mr. McFly, thrill me.
Tell me, doctor, where are we
Okay. There's a lot to process there. Oh my God, there's just so much. Okay, first off, two things that I can think of were never answered throughout the entire thing. Number one, the dog statues being in 1931 on the clock tower. That was never answered. I don't know why. Yeah. Yeah, because they were Einstein. So, yeah. Oh, actually, there's three things that were never answered. So the dog statues was the first one. Second one, which I just thought of, is Einstein, the dog. I just realized, where was the dog at different points? I can't remember specifically where and when, but, like, whenever well, actually, yeah, I think when they went back to the future the first time and found out that the timeline was screwed up, which I believe was during in-game episode 2, they went back to the present and they never took Einstein with them. Then they learned that the present was screwed up. Present, of course, being 1985. Yeah, 1985. So then, of course, they went back in time to 1931. And then they found out the dog was still in the past. Well, for like X amount of months, because I think they went X amount of months later. I can't remember. Yeah, either way, the dog was there, and then later on, the dog is back. Well, actually, no, the dog being in the present, 1981, or sorry, 1985. Sorry, I'm assuming that was just due to just everything being shifted around, and the dog basically being the original dog that he never went through all the time. Oh wait, no. Oh, well, oops. Actually, now I think about it, if Doc did still go, I mean, the final Doc, the Doc at the end, if he still did go to 1931, but instead of going after, oh no, he would still have gone after the arsonist. But no, I don't... this is confusing. I don't know if this Doc here has the same timeline as in the Doc, the original Doc, the first one, that went back to 1931 to see about the arsonist. That I'm a little confused on. I don't think they pointed that out, because I know when we met up with this Doc, the timeline was different on the fact that he was saying how he went back and got info about Sylvia and yada yada yada. So that to me tells me he was there for a different reason, you know, which of course in this case was that book, which came out of nowhere. I don't remember that being mentioned prior, because he said, yeah, well, you know what, yeah, I think that was just at the end. Yeah. Okay, but anyways, still, so if he did go back to 1931, which, yeah, you know what, either way he did, now I think about it, because whether he went for the arsonist or whether he went for the information for the book, he was still taking the dog back with him. But then again, if nothing went wrong in this timeline, then he would have just brought the dog back. Whereas in the original timeline, the original Doc, they actually left the dog there. Oh god, this is confusing. Alright, well, you know what? Bottom line is, at least the dog is fine, at least the dog is safe, so we'll just leave it at that. And 1985. Okay, yeah, all right. Move on. Next piece. Now, the next thing that was not explained was something at the end. Well, actually, you know what? There's actually a whole lot that was not explained at the end there, but I'm assuming, because of the fact after the credits it said to be continued, I'm assuming they might have were thinking about maybe doing a sequel, but then, of course, they never did get to do a sequel to this game because, well, right off the bat, Telltale Games went under at one point, and as for before that, though, since there was many years where they could have made a sequel, maybe they just never got around to it, or couldn't find the right story to go with it, or maybe licensing didn't allow them to make a sequel, because of course they had to deal with copyright and licenses and all that stuff. So I don't know. There's no way to know, but I am sad, though, that we never did get a sequel to that ending. Because, good gosh, that ending. But anyways, back to what I was saying, though, if we rewind a little bit here, about not being explained. So if we just totally ignore the whole multiple Martys thing for just a split second, and say the third thing that was never explained, right at the end, is Edna, about... Which actually, I was gonna state this even without seeing Tannen married to her at the end. But either way, now that Tannen is married to her, what happened to the principal, Mr. Strickland? Because at first we put her in jail. All right, so right off the bat, right there, that immediately, because I mean, as soon as she got into jail, I was immediately thinking, oh wait, what about Strickland? How's this going to change the timeline? Because of course that's going to then change events of the films, and just, you get the idea. So there was that, and then when we went back to the present, 85, then all of a sudden we find out, like I said, Edna is married to Tannen, which that was funny and messed up at the same time. And yeah, now Biff has a stepmother. Wow. Okay. Yeah. Anyways, as I was saying, though, now that the Edna and Tannen got married, what the hey? What happened to Mr. Strickland? So I feel like that right there, unless I'm goofing up something, because I thought Edna was supposed to be Strickland's mother. Principal Strickland's mother. That's what I thought this whole time. You know what? It has been a small while. Well, I shouldn't say small while. It's actually been quite some time. Probably getting close to a month now since I actually played in-game episode 1. So I don't remember if they specifically pointed that. Oh wait, actually. Oh wait a minute. There was that picture where it showed Principal Strickland as a kid. Oh, wait a minute. Maybe Edna is a sister to Strickland's mother. Oh, I think that's the case. If I'm remembering the picture in in-game episode 1. Okay. Then that would answer everything there then. See, again, it's just since there's been some time, I thought that, Edna was the mother, but I guess not. Yeah. Okay, well then, okay. Alright, well then take that off the, it wasn't explained. Okay, that makes sense now. I'm sorry, that was my stupidity. But again, like I said, it's now getting close to a month since I played part 1, so yeah. But anyways, the other 2 points stand. Which is the dog statues and... Oh my god, now I forget what the first part was. Wait, what was the... Oh boy, I'm losing it. I'm completely losing it. I literally just sat here and spoke about it, and now I can't remember. Oh my god, the time travel is getting to me. it's messing with my brain. I can't think. What the heck did I just say? The dog? Okay, and then forget the thing, and then... Oh my god. Alright, well, you know what? Either way, whatever it was, I said it. And, that's that. Okay, yeah. Alright, well, anyways, as for the end of the game, though. Alright, so I got to talk about the end of the game a little bit here. Because I was staying silent throughout most of the end, just so I could let the game play out. And I'm actually sad that DeLorean part took so long for me to get through, because I could swear I tried using the whatever it's called, we'll call it a satellite dish, the receiver, the transmitter, no, you know what, transmitter, that's it, we'll go with that one. I could have sworn I tried using the transmitter on the driver's side, and also I could have sworn I tried just getting past the driver's side door before it actually let me do it. I don't know, maybe I was supposed to do stuff in a certain order and I kept screwing that up. I don't know. That doesn't make any sense. I mean, I can understand maybe, like, the first time I tried, since I did go for the driver's side first, which I know that was kind of stupid of me, but it's just that the reason why I did, I want to actually explain that for a split second here. Oh, sorry, quick second. I can't talk right. The reason why I actually went for the driver's side first is because whenever I saw that it was open in that route, I thought there was going to be something that was going to stop me on the passenger side. So that's why I went for the driver's side first. Otherwise, normally, yeah, you would go for the passenger side first since we were on that side. So, yeah, that was the whole reasoning for me trying the driver's side first at the DeLorean part. But still, like I said, I could have sworn I clicked on the particular option, because there was actually two options, or no, three. There was two in the front, and then there was the door. Yeah. But anyways, I like I said, I could have sworn I clicked on it. I mean, yeah, so that doesn't make any sense to me. But like I just said a minute ago, yeah, it might have been due to the fact I was supposed to do the passenger side first. That's probably, but still, even after that, I could have sworn I clicked it. I don't know what's going on, okay? I don't know. But, yeah, what else? But yeah, anyways, as for the whole DeLorean scene entirely, I just kept getting so goofed up there. I couldn't figure out, like, what order I was supposed to do things, and obviously that was a specific order for the later half, trying to get the third transmitter connected, because I knew that I had to get in the front of the vehicle. I knew I had to, well, actually, no, I take it back. I didn't mean it as I knew I had to get in front of the vehicle. I mean, I knew that I had to climb over the vehicle. Okay, let me say it that way. But I didn't know that we would have had to talk to Edna and all that in order to get to that point, number one. Number two, I'm actually surprised it was so tricky to be able to talk to Edna. That part was really weird for me, because whenever I was moving around the vehicle, there was a few times I did click on the door, which is why you saw me click on the door a couple times whenever he kept saying it's locked. I actually kept trying to do that because I kept trying to talk to Edna. I couldn't figure out how in the world to do that. So, again, that's explaining that part. But it's just, either way, the whole entire thing took way too long. And that was my fault because, like I said, I couldn't get the correct pattern down. Yeah, so that's that. And then anyways, as for the actual end of the game, alright, so let's talk real quick about before the three Martys. Okay, so this is right before the three Martys showed up, which, again, that blew my mind. As soon as I was hearing the DeLorean, I'm like, hold on, what the hey is going on? Alright, so anyways, back up before that. Alright, so just ignore the three Martys again for a moment. The whole sequence that was going on prior to that, which was whenever Doc was saying how he's now living there in 1985 and yada yada. Now, I believe it or not, I was actually okay with that point being the ending, you know, if the Martys never happened, because if we would have ended right there, that would have been great, because in this game here would have been a great lead into the original Back to the Future cartoon series. And it would just led right in that so beautifully, because in the cartoon series, Emmett and his family are living in the present, which again, 1985, And see, it's just that for how the original movie, or should I say movies, but I was mainly referring to a movie, third movie ended, it's like, wait, how did they go from going back in time to, with the train, to now being here? Because it made it look like they wanted to stay in the past, or whatever. It made it look like we would never see Doc again, yada yada yada. And also, the fact that in the cartoon series there was another DeLorean. Because see, in the cartoon series they had another DeLorean, and they had the train, time machine. So, like I said, this game here, if it would have ended right before the three Martys, this would have been a beautiful lead into the, to get to, into the series, and then be the bridge, the connecting piece to explain the connection between the movies and the TV show. So, yeah, I really wanted to point that out. And then, of course, that's also for anyone who's, if there's anyone who's actually seen the Back to the Future cartoon series, which actually you can get it on Blu-ray with the Back to the Future collection. Well, at least I think you can still get it. Should be able to still get it. Yeah, where we basically have the three movies plus some bonus discs, plus, one bonus disc, sorry. One bonus disc, and then a couple discs for the TV show, which, just a quick little thing I want to say about the TV show, though. It's a little hard to watch. I'm not hating on it, so don't think that. I'm just saying it's a little hard to watch in terms of just certain things, but if you want more Back to the Future, I definitely say, hey, go for it. Definitely should watch it. And also, it does give you a little bit of, a lot of insight to Doc's family, which actually that's probably the best thing about it, because in fact you get to see Doc's family, you get to see the wife and kids. It's just it that part makes it great, but like I said, it is a little rough to watch because of just certain things that I don't. There's a few things I don't understand. Whoever the writers were for that show, I don't know what they were thinking for a few select things. But it is neat though. It's really really neat seeing the different things, and just I'll leave it at that, and then you just go watch the show, and yeah. All right. Well, anyways, now just to say a quick thing about the actual ending to the game with the three Martys. Massive what the hey, okay? That was actually, at first, when the first Marty came up, I was kind of laughing because I'm like, oh my god, this whole scene, it's mimicking the end of the first movie. That's great. Yeah, I'm loving it, yada yada yada. But at the same time, not loving it because, like, oh, come on. We're not going to get to see the end here because this is the end of the game, So it was like a 50-50 for me. But whenever they brought in the other two Martys, or no, yeah, the other two Martys, yeah, because there was the evil twin, which that literally made no sense whatsoever. Actually, yeah, no matter how you spin it, that literally made no sense whatsoever. But then, of course, the older Marty, that one, that one actually cracked me up a lot because that one, what immediately popped into my head was like, oh my god, they've gone Mad Max. So, yeah, they apparently have a Mad Max timeline. It's like, oh no, this is horrible. But, but either way, the whole thing, if you really think about it, it actually makes no sense. Because whenever they were saying, like, alternate timelines, technically, they shouldn't exist. At least two of the... at least one or two of the three shouldn't technically exist. If I'm understanding that correctly. But again, it went by so fast, and that was just it just slapped in our faces like that. Really hurt, and just, oh god. But anyways, just a quick, recap of that. It's just, I don't know. That did not seem right. yeah, oh god, I don't know. I really don't know. That. And then actually, you know, even the end, like the true end, where the last scene, whenever Doc and Marty were basically saying they have to check out the present, and then they're just gonna go time travel now, and like, yeah, that part left a big question mark on my face. Like, hold up, what? Why are they saying they need to check out the present? The only thing I can gather from that, okay, is that they're maybe just trying to understand why 3 Martys just showed up. Like, maybe there's something else wrong with the timeline that they need to figure out the present, or they just need to understand. I don't know. You know what? I don't know. And maybe that was just all thrown in there just to leave us all like, what the fruitcake just happened moment. Maybe that's all. The only reason that was all there. Okay? Other than, of course, to be funny, you know, for a joke. And, of course, to basically never give us a sequel to that. But, yeah. Well, anyways, if there's anything I've forgotten, I am sorry. But yeah, I'm trying to remember everything here. Yeah, because I didn't really get to talk that much through this entire game, since I kind of like just let the game talk for itself. So, yeah, if there was something I was specifically supposed to talk about, or want to talk about, I should have addressed, yada yada yada, then oops. But at least I talked about the ending here. Alright, well anyways, before we're done here, let's just check out this quick, I think it's around 10 minutes. Alright, it is, and this is a little, behind the scenes, video here. Oh, okay, that just reminded me, there is one other thing I do want to talk about. This is real quick. I loved all the, how do I phrase this, play on words, how the script was written, however you want to phrase it, with the grandfather, great grandfather, Seamus, that's it. I was trying to think of his name. I loved how they brought him in for 2 reasons. Number one, to kind of bridge a little gap because of in the movie, in the 3rd film, you know, we got to see him as a baby. Okay, so that was cute in that regard, bringing him into the game, since we never actually got to see. Well, we saw a picture, but we never actually got to meet, let's say, the older version of that character. But what, to me, since I already knew this ahead of time, the part that I loved about it, and again, this is referring to what I was saying about the script, the play on words, yeah, was who the voice was. Because that was the original actor. That was Michael J. Fox voicing Seamus in this game. And that was just absolutely amazing how they brought him in. Because if you don't look at Seamus as Seamus, and you look at it instead being Michael J. Fox, the original Marty, it just, every line he said was just it was so perfect. It's like, even like the hilarious joke at the end, like whenever Seamus was saying to Marty, you know, stay away from the McFlys, and it's like it's just so funny, you know, whenever you look at the who's actually the real voices here, since again we got Michael J. Fox as Seamus, and then the kid who played Michael J. Fox's character, the kid that voiced Marty McFly in this game. It's just them. Just either way, it's just, yeah, and it'll make more sense once you see this this video here. But yeah, all right. Well, anyways, I'm gonna shut up and let's see the behind the scenes video, and then that will be it.
The history of Back to the Future in video games has not been a pretty one, and so my mandate to Telltale when they said we're going to do Back to the Future is this game cannot suck eggs.
I was aware of his frustration at previous attempts at making a game. Definitely, like the first time we met, we talked about that. You know, with Telltale, our process starts with the story and the characters, and we apply the story mechanics later. And I think that people were really excited about the potential of where this could go, because we really want to protect the license. And also for us, like, getting Bob Gale's sign-off was everything.
There's never going to be a Back to the Future Part 4. We're not doing that. But Telltale's Back to the Future game is pretty close to what a Part 4 could be.
Making a Telltale game is sort of modeled after the TV episodic model, where we, instead of telling one story at once, we tell a bunch of stories that are all connected over the course of a season. So in Back to the Future's case, it was 5 episodes. So first we figure out like the really rough story arc, and that's kind of where everything starts.
We would have roundtable meetings with the Telltale guys, would come down to LA. We got to talking about things. I proposed that we go back into Doc Brown's youth, because this was an idea that Bob Zemeckis and I had had way early on when we were trying to figure out what Back to the Future Part 2 was going to be about.
And instantly, like, all of the fans in the room just went, yeah, that's why we should do this. That's the story we want to tell and explore. And then it was all just a matter of, okay, well, we have this basic idea. How do we get the player involved? What is, obviously we want it to be a Doc and Marty story. That was kind of the core of what the films are. And so we started there, came up with the problem for the whole series of Doc getting stranded back in time. Then we go in and start actually kind of creating the concept art. I remember seeing that first Marty sketch was another key moment in the process where we're like, okay, that's the thing we were most worried about in this production. We've got that figured out, now we can move on.
Well, the best part of the Telltale guys on the game were they were huge fans of the movie, and they wanted to get it right. They wanted really to be true to the spirit of Back to the Future.
Another really important part of the process for us was getting the actual actors from the movie to be involved. From the very get-go, when the game was first pitched, we said we have to get Christopher Lloyd. If we're going to be doing Doc Brown in a huge speaking role, it's got to be right.
I think it's great. What a fabulous idea. It's certainly timely. I mean, video games are hot, and this is great material. I mean, it should be a lot of fun. Great Scott!
Having Tom Wilson come back for some voiceover now is rad.
Tom as Biff, episode 103, take 1.
You're lucky your old man's here, butthead.
I feel like that guy is just one of the huge parts. Like, you can't have a Back to the Future game without Biff.
He moves his neck more. He uses his jaw more than I do. Things like that. So with every character in the movie, I would think about those things. So it's there. I don't have to watch everything because I remember those cues also, the physicality. Although in voiceover it doesn't matter so much, but as you see, maybe in the B-roll, you see, I'm trying to be physical to get to get back into it to be able to do it right.
And then having Claudia Wells come in too, she was, I think, right off the bat, interested as well, and heard that kind of the band was getting back together.
Jennifer? What the hell?
The coup of all coups was getting Michael J. Fox to participate and be the voice of one of the McFly ancestors.
Well, yeah, so when we were trying to get all the cast together, we spoke with Michael J. Fox, but due to time commitments, couldn't be full-time like we needed him. But we got him to do the cameo, which was awesome. And I almost feel like that was almost a cooler use of him nowadays. But then the search turned to, how do we find someone to do a Marty who can just come in and be our main character? And it was a really big worry for a while.
I voiced Marty McFly in Back to the Future, the game. That is what I did.
Jesus Christ, Doc, you disintegrated Einstein!
Pressure, yeah. To be like, oh, that amazing, iconic role that everyone loves and knows and can quote lines from, and that incredibly famous, wonderful actor, Michael J. Fox. Can you just replicate that? That's what I had going on in the back of my head. So yeah, it was a lot of pressure.
At one point, we got an email from our accountant who said that she'd gotten emailed an MP3 from some kid who said he would like to be Marty in the Back to the Future game.
I heard about this. I saw a news article, Telltale Games making Back to the Future and Jurassic Park into a game. And I was like, wow, that looks awesome. I would love to be, the voice of Marty McFly, but there's no way in hell that's going to happen. And at the time, Telltale was a lot smaller, so you just have to Google Telltale to get a list of phone numbers. And Rhoda was the first name that popped up, so I called her and I left a message that was basically this nerdy, hey, my name is Angelo Cassio. I do a great Marty. I tried to sound as much like Marty as I could. I was like, it's my density to have this role.
But I remember it going across someone's desk, them hearing this audition and just saying, man, this kid sounds exactly like Michael J. Fox when he was young.
Doc, you gotta listen to me. The bruise on your head, I know how that happened. You told me the whole story.
It was almost no discussion. It was just kind of, yeah, we heard that MP3 that I think he recorded on like a Rock Band microphone with like, it was just insane, but it was that good.
AJ's Marty McFly is damn near flawless. When I heard his voice, I couldn't believe it.
I mean, I listened to it, and if I didn't know that this was not Michael, I would have assumed it was.
He was such a crucial piece to have that energy throughout the entire series, so it was amazing working with him.
I was obsessed with the movies growing up, like obsessed with Back to the Future, so it was something that was always in the back of my head. It was just a silly party trick at, you know, what went from a social thing to party trick to actually becoming very useful.
So, Jennifer. Uh-huh. What do you think of me?
I don't.
Working on this from a fan perspective was the most pressure I've ever felt on anything. Trying to invent a way where we can pull you along through the story and then use dialogue options where you get to choose what Marty's going to say. And I think that's the kind of the hook for us, is giving you a situation and then saying, well, here's 3 different ways or 4 different ways that Marty could possibly react. If you were playing Marty, what would you do? And I think that it allows people to really author their own story.
Telltale's Back to the Future game is the only game that deserves to be called Back to the Future. It's very true to the spirit of the movies. The voice acting is terrific. The characterization is great. And with the new consoles, the game is just going to sparkle and jump off the screen.
Bringing this game to a new generation, even though it's not that old, is actually super exciting. Like getting to debut it again on all the new platforms. Telltale's got a lot bigger of a fan base now, and there's a lot of people who probably didn't know that we made this game. But it's still got a lot of the same core principles that are fun in a Telltale game. You know, we're taking this thing that's super familiar and we're putting our own story in it and allowing you to play it. So in time with the 30th anniversary of the films, now we're getting to kind of add to what's out there in the media and saying, like, you know, you're rebuying the movie again and watching it, here's a game you might enjoy as well. And it kind of, you know, watch the movies first, get back the nostalgia, and then right after the movie ends, you can pop in the game and continue the story from there.
Yeah, and the kid that did Marty's voice in these games, he did an amazing, absolutely amazing job. Because like Christopher Lloyd said, you know, you listen to him, not even knowing, and you'd swear it was Michael J. Fox talking, and it's not, and it's just wow, and wow. Well, anyways, that's going to be it for episode 7 of Back to the Future the game. It's going to be it for this playthrough. And, yeah. We'll, of course, be back next time with a different video, so tune in and find out whatever that's going to be. And, yeah. Anyways, again, it's going to be it for this episode. So until next time, keep on gaming.
There's a distance between us. It's getting hard to reach out. Haven't seen you in seasons, but all I hear is your voice. I know my limits. You can break me down, but I'll stay till the finish line. And I've been counting minutes for quite some time now, just to see you again. And I've been counting days to get away, to see you again, see you again. Been fighting ways to get away, to see you again, see you again. got millions of reasons